another day on the road. I'm off to Beckton today, sunny Beckton, back for a second run. God knows what that's going to be. But what I thought is, you know how I always speed up the footage and everything. Seeing as I'm going down the M11 onto the A406, following the 406 round to the 13 and going in that way to Beckton, I thought what I'd do is I'd do some real-time footage. So obviously that starts recording when I leave here, so I'll edit it in such a way that once I join the 406, it's all going to be real-time. See how you get on. Anyway, I shall see you in a while after you've seen the 406. It might help some of you out if you're new, I don't know, but whatever. Hopefully it'll be interesting. Anyway, I'll see you in a bit. Well, that's us made it to the destination. Nice and easy. You would have seen one thing before it went dark, before the footage ran out, because I was just showing you the 406 basically. And that is going up to the roundabout for the A13. I followed what was written on the road. It said 1020 A13 West. So I wanted the A13 West. And then the 1020 opened up like that and the A13 West appeared in that lane. Now there's a reason I did that. It's not that I didn't know, I did. But I wanted to prove something to people. And it's linked into what I'm going to talk about in a minute in relation to the deaths on the A34. Well, yesterday for me, at the time this comes out, a few days ago. And it's a principle of not everybody knows where they're going, but they will follow the road markings, they will follow the signs. Now going up to that roundabout, it's a 1020 A13 West. I want the A13 West. So technically, did I do anything wrong? No. But the reality is you stay in the 1020 until it opens up like that and you put yourself in the 1020 and the A13 West. So it was to prove a point that you're driving along, you know the area, okay? And then somebody who doesn't know the area follows the road markings and puts themselves in the wrong lane. Although technically I was in the right lane, I did need to move over. But they put themselves in the wrong lane, and then you're following around the roundabout, and all of a sudden their indicator comes on, and you get in, come on, move, all that kind of stuff. You get in that rage. Well, they're following the road markings. It's not their fault that that road is marked up incorrectly. Because technically, the inside lane, the 1020, is also the 13 West because of the way it opens up. And recently, there's been a lot of accidents, especially yesterday, the A34, where the mother and the 3 children were killed. Now, when I don't know, at this precise point in time, I don't know that much about the entire accident. All I know is that I think it was a 45-year-old woman, there was an 11-year-old, I think one was 8 and a teenager, I think. I don't know, I can't remember. I just heard it briefly on the way in. And I sat there when I heard that, and I didn't think, what idiot was driving like an unknown? And I didn't think, oh well, maybe she should have been paying attention. I didn't think in either of those categories. The first thing I thought, and I don't know whether this is accurate, because like I said, I don't know all the information, but the first thing I thought was there is a father and a husband who got that news. Imagine that for a second. Just imagine that. Now, it's the summer holidays. Big news flash. Nobody knows where the hell they're going. Everyone's on holiday. They're getting into the wrong lane. The junction where it happened on the 34, I go up and down that road all day long, is a dangerous junction. It's a well-known, very dangerous junction. Merge, all that kind of crap. And in Didcot, and of course you use the 34 to get there, there is a steam train place. Now what happens if they're all on holiday and the husband's decided, you know what, sorry, I'm going to go to the steam train place. Now I'm just surmising this, okay, I don't know any facts. I'm going to go to the steam train place. But the mother and the 3 kids, they're not interested in that, so they're going to go off and see something else. So she's buggered off, left him at the steam train place, everyone's happy. She's coming back to pick him up. He's going to get news. Put yourself in his situation now. There is not a single damn thing anyone can say to console that man. His wife and his 3 kids are gone. People, You know the area you live in. You have local knowledge. You understand how that road's laid out. You understand how that works. Truck drivers, you're professionals. You know how the system works. Yeah? She's a mother with her kids in the middle of the summer holidays. Doesn't know where she is. She's there. Somebody's got annoyed. Now I'm surmising. I don't know any of the facts. She's there. Someone's got annoyed, or he's going to prove something. They can get in front of a slower moving vehicle, whatever. I'm setting a scenario here before anybody has a go at me. Okay, I'm just setting a scenario that does happen and could potentially have happened in this situation. I'm going to go for it. They're going to go for it. Carnage. Family wiped out. It's the middle of the bloody summer holidays. Use a brain cell. So the reason I put myself in that wrong lane was to prove a point. I know some people are going to be picking me up on that. How were the road markings when I changed lanes? 1020, 13 west. After I changed lanes and the foreign driver had come alongside me, 1020, A13 west, A13 west. That's how easy it is. That is how simple it is to put yourself in the wrong place. Now obviously I was technically in the correct place. I wouldn't have done it if I wasn't. But there you go. So the entire incident on the 34, because a lot of people know by now that myself and my other half are planning on starting a family. We're going to try for a family come the end of the year style thing. And I hear stories like that all the time. They're everywhere. They are. They are. And the only thing I think is, imagine the parent that's left behind. Everybody's always a bit curious as to, you always seem to stay calm. You know, you can hear the sound, it's live, it's blah, blah, blah. You always seem to stay calm. You never seem to F blind at other drivers. Oh, I did. I used to. In my younger years I did. But I don't now. Because what's the point? It's going to put you in a bad mood, and then you're going to take a risk that you shouldn't have taken. And look at the result. Look at the potential outcome. The A34 incident is a prime example. And the thing that gets me is there's 4 trucks that were caught up in it. There's 4 trucks, 4 cars. I believe that was correct. 4 trucks, 4 cars. I think. Now I can understand one truck being in the wrong place, maybe being overtaken by another truck. Okay, fair enough. And then you've got 2 other trucks. Now I'm sure I know the A34, and I'm pretty certain it's 2 lanes. You sit there and you think, how close were you at a very well known, very dangerous junction? We're professionals. I can understand car drivers cocking up, and I can understand the poor truck driver who's sitting there minding his own business and then carnage happens, absolutely nothing he can do. And I could even understand in that situation the truck going past him. You know, trundle, wallop. You know, he's swerved, bang, wallop, crash. But then you've got the 2 behind him. And we all do it. That's the thing. That's the thing. You know, we're limited to 52. Some people are limited to 54 or 56 or whatever. And everybody's speed is slightly different. Let's say every truck was limited to 56. One speedo's 56 is 55. Another speedo's 56 is 57. You're always going to have that difference. And you're catching them up slowly. Well, if you pull out into that lane to overtake at a safe braking distance, you're going to get done for lane hogging. Because you're going to be out there so damn long making up that distance. So what we end up doing is we end up trundle, kind of trundle, and then we move out. And of course at that point, those points, anything happens. So being a truck driver is a horrible place to be, because we are limited. And we are limited for safety. You know, I'm limited to, this is a 56, I'm limited to 56. The guy alongside me is limited to 56. My limiter was set when my tyres were fully worn out. His limiter was set when his tyres were new. I'm going to be slightly faster than him. And it's inconsistencies as well. For example, a Mercedes Speedo saying 56 is not a Renault Speedo saying 56. And because we are jammed in, the reason I tend to do 48 is so that when people catch me up, they're gone. You know, they're doing 56, they're gone round me, and it helps my economy. And this place, and most retail outlets, tend to love economy over virtually everything else. But the thing is, you're stuck at 56, they're stuck at 56, and they want to overtake. So we either lane hog for God knows how long and have cars going meow, meow, and everything like that, or we end up in a tailgate situation where if anything goes wrong, we're knackered. And then everyone's going to be like, oh yeah, well, why don't you just go as fast and stay safe to the vehicle in front? You ever been behind a Tesco's wagon? You think 48.2 is slow. They're 45s. I've been stuck behind them on a motorway doing 42. I've been thinking, I know I'm slow, but now you taking a piss. You know, you turn into brick top, it's like, you taking a piss. It's just, it's a horrible situation to be in when you're limited. But limiters are there for safety, because if these things could do 70 miles an hour on the roads we've got, carnage. Because half of them, well, the vast majority of trucks are well maintained, but you get that odd one. Same with cars, you get that odd one nobody cares about. It's, you know, Joe Blogs, whatever, I don't really give a crap. And imagine that one. This is the reason we are set to 56. It's not for the real safe vehicles that are well maintained, go in every 6 weeks no matter what. You know, the retail run ones, or the big general haulier companies that have really in-depth, really good servicing. The 56 is there for the ones that don't. The ones that are going to be dodgy. And of course everyone gets stuck in it, and then something goes wrong when we're in that situation and you get an entire wallop. No car driver can stop, because every car driver can stop quicker than a truck, can't they? How many times, to the truck drivers now, have you looked in that mirror and you've seen the door mirror of a car just flicking out from by your trailer, and they are that close? You know, oh, they can stop really quickly and they might as well stay there because they're saving fuel. You know, in that situation, bang, 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 that car's carnage, all the trucks piled together, massive carnage. It's just, you can go in and into depth about how accidents happen and why they have occurred and this and that. Nobody knows until the actual accident. People have investigated and figured it all out. But the only thing I do in those situations, especially when it's literally an entire family save one parent, is I just put myself in the position of that surviving parent. And that's the reason I seem to stay calm when I'm driving. I'm not. I can get really angry, I can get really frustrated, I can get with the best of you. But there's no point in reacting to it. Not in these. There is no point in reacting to it. None. Now, I've covered everything. I've covered a driver trying to prove a point. I've covered somebody not used to the area pulling out when they shouldn't have done. I've covered the truck driver being at fault. I don't know who's at fault, I don't know the information, but I've covered every single part. But the main thing is put yourselves, for everybody now, put yourselves in the position of the surviving parent. And then think, next time you've got, you know, Mavis with the kids, going slow, are you going to get angry at her? Okay? Simple as. To everybody, whether you're a truck driver, a bus driver, car driver, or just a motorbiker, or a push bike rider, or somebody on a pogo stick. Got in! just put yourself in that situation, okay? The surviving parent. Does your journey time really, is it going to be that badly affected? But anyway, I've arrived at the destination. I'm waiting on them. I don't know where they are. So it's one of those at the moment. But anyway, I shall see you a bit later on. Well, anyway, that's me, well, it's not me done, but what's happening is I've got to go get a unit, fetch a unit back from Welham Green, and so I'm going to be put in as a passenger in somebody else's unit, dropped off there, and then bring the unit back. So I'll end my day now. That's all my second run is. So thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share about, do whatever it is you usually do, and I shall see you in the next one, which will be tomorrow. Cheers, guys.